Well, Spec Ops is broken in Modern Warfare 2. And normally I wouldn't even bother to make a video like this because who the F cares about Spec Ops? Like, it's terrible, no one likes to play it, it's definitely not replayable. There's like not very many good things I could say about any Spec Ops game modes, but especially this one. But the reason I find myself here today is because for some godforsaken reason, Infinity Ward decided that Spec Ops wasn't going to be by itself and instead they were going to tie raids into it. Now of course raids aren't currently in the game, but they will be with Season 1 Reloaded. This has already been confirmed and that's something that's actually exciting. But the problem is that the progression system from Spec Ops is also tied to raids. And this is exactly the problem because that progression system that we're talking about is actually broken and it just doesn't function like at all. And that was already bad enough because the progression system was one of the worst design things ever. Like, just thinking about how they decided to do this, they decided that how you level up your kits, which is the important thing they talk about, saying, oh, get your kits leveled up, get them ready for raids because you're going to need them or whatever. But how you actually level up these kits is by getting stars, and you can get these by completing the missions and getting like up to 3 stars, which sounds cool. But then Infinity Ward and all their brilliantness, they decided that you actually just can't straight up grind the game and keep doing Spec Ops missions over and over again, and instead they can only give you 3 stars once per week, so only 9 stars at max by completing these missions. Of course there's daily challenges that don't work, but hey, there's another way to get it too, and it's already bad enough because this artificially takes forever because you're limited at the amount of stars you could get per week, and then on top of that you need like a billion stars to actually upgrade anything to the maximum. Like, I don't even know how many stars you actually need to get to tier 10 because I can't even get to tier 5 because I need 9 stars just to go from tier 3 to tier 5, which is an insane amount. So already right there's a humongous problem because the progression system is just bad. And I mean, we all know the reason why they did this, because they knew no one was going to play their terrible Spec Ops game mode, so they had to give people a reason to play it past launch, and it's to level up your kits for raids, and they had to, like, you know, stop you from just grinding it out in one go and make you have to come back week after week. But here's the funny thing about all this is that it just doesn't work. This game has been out for 2 weeks now and the stars have not reset yet. We have not been able to earn any extra stars at all, so we're all stuck not being able to level up our kits, which is a humongous problem, not for Spec Ops but because of raids, because raids is the reason why people want to level this stuff up. But if we can't even level it up by the time raids get here, then we're not going to be ready for that because we won't have our kits leveled up, and that is nothing but a problem because that's something people actually care about, unlike Spec Ops. And because of the Spec Ops system being completely broken, it completely stops us from trying to be able to get ready for raids, and that is so freaking dumb. And I just don't understand how this is something that's happened. And if you think that's all funny and everything, you want to know the funniest thing about this is that Infinity Ward literally went and tweeted that, oh, this has been fixed, they're going to be reset on Tuesday, and then Tuesday came around and they still don't work. I mean, maybe it's working for some people out there, but I've tried every day after that and it still isn't giving me any extra stars. So the star system slash progression system is completely broken right now, and we freaking can't even level up our kits to get ready for raids. And honestly, I'm worried that it's not going to be fixed, or if it's not going to be fixed fast enough, because if they don't fix it soon, then who in the hell is going to have their stuff leveled up by the time raids comes around? Because people straight up can't grind it, right? You have to do it weekly. So I don't know, dude. It just is so dumb. The system's dumb, and the fact that it's broken makes it even better. It's even funnier that way. So yeah, I don't know, but maybe this is a good thing because I know every time I jump into Spec Ops, I'm having the worst possible experience, and sometimes it's literally unplayable, like especially on whatever the mountain map is called, you know, the wave-based one. Like every time I load that up, it's literally unplayable because for some godforsaken reason, Infinity Ward decided it was a good idea for public matches that both players would have the ability to restart the match whenever they wanted, and this is so dumb because all that happens in 70% of my matches I play is that the other random in my game is just constantly restarting the game, and it is just the worst possible experience ever because I can't experience anything because it's constantly restarting. And this is just mind-blowing that Infinity Ward thought this was a good idea for public matches where either player could just instantly restart the match, no questions asked of the other player. Now I have to actually cut in here from future me, because if you guys thought I was exaggerating about this problem, I literally just loaded up Modern Warfare 2 just to get footage, to see if I can get footage of someone restarting the game, and literally the very first game I load into, someone freaking restarts the game within seconds of the game starting, and it is mind-blowing that this is a thing. What is going on here? Why is this a thing? Like, holy, like, sure, it makes sense for you to do this for a private match because, you know, private matches, both players are probably not going to, like, do something stupid, but in a public match where the other player doesn't give an F about the other player, like, it's just the worst because people just keep spamming restart, and it's just the worst thing ever. I don't even know, dude. It is so dumb, but hey, what can we do about it? Regardless though, that's going to bring an end to this video. Very not positive if you guys couldn't tell, but that's because there's very not positive things happening with this game mode. And honestly, like I said at the start of the video, if this was broken and was just for Spec Ops, I wouldn't give an F about this. I do not care for Spec Ops. It is the worst thing that's ever happened to Call of Duty, and I will stand by that till the day I die. But the problem is with all of this is that the only way to level up our kits to get ready for raids is to play Spec Ops, and we can't even do that, and that is so incredibly dumb. But regardless though, that's all I really have to say. I'd ask you guys what you thought about this video, but I'm pretty sure I know what everyone's thinking. This is broken, it's stupid, like I don't know, man. But still, head down to the comment sections and let me know how terrible this game mode is and why it's broken and just unplayable at this point. But regardless though, that's about it. And if you guys did enjoy the video, drop a like, subscribe, bell, share, any of that great stuff. But I'm gonna go. I'll catch you guys next stream video, whatever the heck it may be. And later, guys.